Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Sunday Stretch today. I am excited to be here. It's almost the end of August. It really is the end of August. And it is a great time to, as we go into the fall and this kind of feeling of things coming to a close and shutting down, it's a great time to kind of do some reflection and think about what is going to lie ahead, especially given what kind of year 2020 was, which has been pretty interesting. So with that, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of tension, not knowing what's going to happen. And one of the things we're going to do is we're going to really focus on tension that we tend to accumulate in the head, neck, and shoulders, as well as what it tends to translate into, which is the lower back. So do some gentle stretching for those areas, and at the same time, as we always do, taking some deep breaths, because we are in a time when deep breathing is absolutely, absolutely critical. And so you got to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and breathing and oxygenation is one of those things that is so important and yet so often neglected. So with that, we will start with some deep breaths. Sit however you're comfortable, cross-legged, feet out. Make sure that you lengthen through your spine. Really take this opportunity to close your eyes and just sense what's going on in your body. Visualize your muscles relaxing. Visualize your muscles loosening and tension dissipating. And let's take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Let the belly and the chest expand. That whole torso expands. And as you exhale, let everything go. Inhale. Exhale. And now on your own time, try to elongate that breath so it becomes longer and longer on each inhale and each exhale. Make them long and continuous so that you inhale for that whole period of time on an inhale, and then you exhale and you let it out slowly and continuously. Envision the tension in your neck and shoulders just releasing. Let them relax. With each exhale, try to relax a little bit more. Any thoughts that are not about breathing creep in, just go ahead and say, okay, I got you, and go back to the breath. Don't stress, don't fight, just allow. Allow yourself to get to a space where it's just about you, and you can really enjoy that space. Push everything away if just for the moment. Feel the love that you have in your heart and that you are. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the air on your skin. Feel the floor underneath you. Just be present in your environment right now. And even if there are some noises or other, learn to find your breath and that self-awareness, even in the midst of distraction. That's what meditation is. All right. Now that we are nicely centered, you can go ahead and open your eyes. And I'm going to put the legs out in front. I want you to sit up, zip up the front of your body nice and tall. Envision that string all the way from your tailbone up your spine and through the crown of your head, keeping you lifted. And go ahead and let the head, just the head, drift off to the side. Right ear, reaching for that right shoulder. Just the head. Shoulders stay square. And I'll lift that right hand and place it on the left shoulder and give some gentle pressure so that you can pull that shoulder further away from the head further away from the shoulder. Just the head, shoulders stay square again. Continue to breathe deeply. And release the hand, release the head, come back to neutral. Straighten up, reset. And let's go to the other side. Just nice and gentle. Reach the ear for the shoulder, but keep that over shoulder down. Create that sort of opposing contrast, shoulder coming down, head pulling away. And go ahead and put the hand there and help the shoulder. Let the weight of the head carry over, opening up the neck. You want to stay there in this position, feeling everything open up as you hold. All right, come back up to center. Go ahead and put your hands right beside you on the ground. Feel those shoulders relaxed. Keep them in that place that they were, reaching away from the ears. And bring the head down, just the head, not the shoulders, just the head, chin to the chest. Continue to breathe. Feel the opening in the back of the neck. Continue to almost sort of reach your chin through your chest. So keep the energy moving. Keep the neck expanding. You can envision it just getting longer and longer. And come on up to neutral. And go ahead and put your hands behind you. You can point those fingertips behind you. And I want you to stay lifted. Don't arch the back. Just bring the head back. Chin up to the ceiling, to the sky, to the clouds, to the heavens. Let the front of your neck open up. Pull the shoulders down, again, away from the ears, remembering that earlier position. And come to neutral center, release your arms, give them a little soft, slow shake. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and lean over. So place the arm out beside you. You want to keep both your sit bones and your hips down and reach. So just brace yourself with that other arm, but keep reaching. Even as you reach your farthest point, try to go further, keeping the hip down away from that side. Creating a nice curve in the spine, straight side, stack those shoulders, not looking down, looking straight ahead or eyes closed, but shoulders stacked and up. Put those arms out to the side, both arms out to the side. Inhale, reset, exhale. Inhale. This time, and over on the exhale. Other side. Pull down with that opposite hip. So you're reaching to one side, the other hip is staying down. And if you're flexible enough, you can bring that elbow down. If not, go ahead and stay up on the hand, but keep reaching, keep reaching. Don't stop reaching. You can always go a little further. That breath will help you. And here we go, return. I love that tingle I feel. I feel a tingle up the side of my body as well as the arm, feeling that stretch. All right, now let's go ahead and get to that upper back. Fingertips reaching back behind you, pointing behind you. And this time, lift the chest and the shoulders, bring the shoulder blades together as you tilt that chin upwards. Hold there. Give me a breath. So on the exhale, you can go a little further. And come on back to center. And what I want you to do is to go ahead and round. So remember, you are going to be curving from the middle of the torso so that the lower back, the sacrum, stays lifted. The upper back, so from the middle through the upper, curves down. Reach your arms above your head. So you're extending straight from the spine, straight out. So this is just a stretch for your middle and upper back. The lower back stays lifted, creating a place to go. Pull the belly button in, draw it up. And let's come up with the arms. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Until we're nice and lifted again. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears. And just feel that energy coming up out of the spine, out of the hips, out of the ground. And release the arms down. All right. Okay, we're gonna get into the lower back a little bit. So let's come around onto the ground. Legs bent, feet flat on the ground. And so you can help yourself down either with the holding behind the thighs, or if you're comfortable, just go straight on down. Lift those arms up, above the head. Stretch out those shoulders a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath there. And what you want to do is you want to see how far, ideally, your hands can get to the ground. I know there's some with some shoulder challenges. So this is where you want to give yourself an opportunity to really stretch out that shoulder. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually arch the back. So push the tailbone into the ground and create a lot of space right behind you as you reach overhead. So this is your opportunity to arch, 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 arch that lower back. And then pull the arms overhead, push the belly button in, draw the hips under, and push the lower back onto the ground. So this is almost like a cat-cow, but you're doing it on the other side. So typically, you're prone, and in this you're going to be on your back. Same thing, let's go. So you should be pulling in, up through the belly button. Now reach the belly button for the ceiling as you pull those arms overhead. Really stretch. This is like the stretch that you do when you're just getting out of bed. Put this one with a nice, big, intentional breath. And then push. Tuck those hips under. Push the lower back to the ground. However you get it there, try to relax the glutes and really push through the torso. All right, we're going to do one more. On the inhale, release that back. Oh! Feel the belly with breath. And on the exhale, push, 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 push. Push the belly button in. Keep breathing. Pull those shoulders down, draw them down and back so the shoulder blades are in the floor. And from here, create less work for the abdominals by pulling the knees in. Pull the knees into the chest. Adjust your neck so that it's long again. Back of the head on the ground. Look from side to side. So turn your neck to one side, head to one side. Continue to pull those knees in tight. Breathe. Look towards the other side. Breathe. Look again. Switch. Really try to align the chin with the shoulder. Pull the shoulder down. Push those shoulder blades into the ground. Pull the knees tight. And breathe. Switch. Adjust your head as you need to. You want your neck to be long, especially in the back. Now, straighten out one leg. And go ahead and look away. Whatever side, if your right leg is straight, look towards the left. And relax. Holding the other knee in. Breathing. Relaxing there. Bring your head to neutral. Bring the straight leg in. Other leg goes out. And look away from the side of the straight leg. Breathe and relax. Shoulder blades into the ground, lower back into the ground, knee pull tight into the chest. And just like everything else, keep the energy moving. Keep the breath energizing, that's creating that energy. And keep yourself present. Feeling at all times what's going on in your body, your mind, and in the breath. All right, bring the head back up to neutral. Bring both knees back in. Now this time, we're actually going to let go of the knees, put the hands out to the side in a T position, and let those knees drift off to one side, keeping both arms out. You can look away from the direction that your knees are headed. And allow the back to stretch. That spine is in a nice position to really create some elongation. Again, pull those knees up toward the elbows. So you want to kind of create some rounding as you're in this rotate position. Get that trunk nice and rotated. And let's come back up and switch sides. Keeping those arms out, trying to keep the shoulder blades on the floor. You may not, but you want to reach for that. Keep that energy moving in that direction. Keep those knees tucked in, creating a curve in the spine as you rotate. That will allow you to stretch in that hip and glute a little bit more. Feel the ground. Allow gravity to do its job, helping you, supporting you in stretches. Relax. Allow the legs to relax to one side, really opening. Your best stretches are going to be done as you relax into them. Allow those deep breaths to help you. On the exhale is when you get your maximum relaxation. As you let go, as you release, as you exhale. All right, knees back up to center. All right, so we're going to actually do a different stretch, or the same stretch with different legs. So I want you to go ahead and cross your knees. You can, if you can hook that foot underneath around the ankle. No, I can do it on one side, not on the other. Go ahead and do that, and same thing. Knees off to the side. But you're creating even more of a stretch in the hips, and you're pulling that spine even further by using the other leg to create more rotation. Reach those fingertips out from the sides of the body, really enabling the stretch to happen in all directions. Breathe. And up. Here we go. Okay, hook if you can. You want to help yourself a little bit, you can. I'm almost there. And stretch. Ooh, we got a nice little spinal vertebrae crack out of that one. So again, relax into it. Breathe into it. Feel that other shoulder opening up. And let's come on back to center. And feet flat on the ground. Arms out to the side. Belly relaxed. Shoulders relaxed. Just enjoy the feeling you have after doing a couple of nice stretches. Take some big deep breaths. Nice long continuous breaths. Put the soles of the feet together. Go ahead and allow the knees to drift open. Find a comfortable position. And breathe. All right, bring the knees together. Turn on one side. Use the top arm to push you up. And what we're going to do is we're going to come into a cat-cow position. So you're going to be on your hands and knees. Try to get those wrists right under the shoulders. Try to get those knees right under the hips. So hip width apart with the knees. You want to form a nice tight square from wrist to shoulder, from shoulder to hip, from hip to knee. And pull the belly button in. And release. Drop the belly button, the tail and the head come up in opposite directions. And then push into those hands, pull the belly button in, allow that to initiate a nice curve, drop the head between the arms. So head drops, tail drops, creating a beautiful curve. Relax the other parts of your body. Really just let this be, push the shoulder blades open. So push into the palms of the hands. And one more time. Really get the most out of this. First by breathing. Second by almost trying to create a circle. Trying to connect your head to your tail at the top. And then as we breathe and release, try to connect your head to your hips at the bottom. Pushing into the floor with the hands. Relaxing the pelvis and the buttocks so that the legs are loose. And now reach the hips back for the heels. We're going to go into a child's pose. So first, reach the hips back. First, just reach the hips back. And then you can allow those arms to reach out further in front of you. So you really want to reach in opposite directions. The fingertips in one direction, the hips in the other. Breathing. Dropping that forehead. Continuing to feel as if someone's pulling those hips back and down. Releasing into the ground, melting into the ground, reaching with the fingertips. Feel the shoulder blades open up. And put the palms up beside the feet. Create a small ball. Let those shoulders relax. Now what I want you to do is to roll through the forehead to the crown of the head. So roll through, you can use your hips, push up, and stay on the crown of your head, and open the neck, pull the chin in, and relax here. Really push through the belly button. This is an extended version of the cow. You really get an opportunity to create more curve. The shoulders have gravity's help. Pull them down and forward. And let's come on back to child's pose. Back to on top of the forehead. Letting those hips reach back. And go ahead and put the palms down beside the shoulders. Push yourself up. And I want you to grab anything you have, whether it be a pillow. You can grab, I'm going to grab my foam roller. You can take part of your mat and fold it up. But what I want you to do is I want you to lay down prone and put it underneath your hips. Okay? It could be a pillow, anything to raise the hips slightly or a little bit more than that, and allow the legs and the arms to reach in opposite directions. And really, this is just allowing the spine to be entirely neutral. You don't want to get up too high. Don't get on a chair. Although if you get on your knees, you probably could use a chair. But just something to raise the hips and in this position, go ahead and relax the legs. Adjust so that you can reach a little further every 10 seconds or so. You can see if you can reach a little further. Release a little bit more. You can go ahead and lay on the side of your head. That's going to allow you to relax a little bit more. So you're in a full laying position. Releasing that back. And go ahead and put one hand right beside your shoulder. The other hand is going to reach up, and you're just going to come up and really kind of put it underneath you so that you're really pushing into that underarm. So the head is slightly up. You're opening up that shoulder. So you're holding up a bit with that front hand. Opening. Breathing. And let's go to the other side. So one hand beside you, other arm up, and relax in the buttocks and the knees, relax in the thighs and the calves. Because you may be feeling a little bit of discomfort, you may You may create some tension in other parts of your body. Try to sense that, be aware of that, and release that. Now, if you find that this is painful, you can go back to the regular stretch or put the hands by the side with it laying on the head. But that will also make you aware that there is a need for more opening the shoulders. Maybe better on one side than the other, so be sure to try both sides. Come back to the center, head towards one side, hands right beside the head, and relax. From head to toe, relax. From toe to head, relax. Relax the hands. Relax the forearms. Sink into the floor. Take your deep breaths. All right, let's come on up. You can push up with the hands. We're going to remove whatever padding you use, and we're going to turn over. We're going to do our final relaxation pose. Just laying nice and neutral. Hands, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Nose directly towards the ceiling. Legs relaxed. Feet slightly open. Progressive relaxation. Envision the top of your head relaxing, forehead, back of the head, nose, eyes, cheeks, mouth, chin, jaw, neck. Let them melt into the ground. Shoulders, chest, upper arms, lower arms, hands, fingers, melting. Rib cage, belly, pelvis, buttocks, spine, thighs, knees, calves, feet, toes. Relax. Melted. Loose. Recovered. Nourished. Take a couple more really deep breaths right now. In this moment, be grateful for being here, being who you are. You are a being of love and light, and it is your choice as to whether or not you choose to share that. Just know that when you share that, it multiplies, it creates peace, it is self-nourishing, and it is your natural state of being. Take your last breath, nice deep breath. Put your hands on your heart space. Know that there are impacts to you sharing what is in your heart space. Sometimes unbeknownst to you. So, keeping your energy positive, keeping your love and light shining and available, even in the midst of adversity. Will have a positive impact on the world, and that will be reflected back to you. We are all powerful beings, capable of creating ripples that can make massive change. Know that. And each of us can take that and spread that message. Stay open, be well, and take care of yourself. Thank you for joining Sunday Stretch.